ask questions. So, tell me a little bit about this project. What's going on?
Sure. So, a few months ago, Zain Nabulsi, one of the Microsoft developer evangelists for Visual Studio and such things, we've been working with him for a while. He put us in touch with Mary Parasek from Marketing Division for Windows Phone 7, and they had an idea to do a virtual launch, a 3D launch of Windows Phone 7, and so we have a new browser-based platform that allows you to log in through Internet Explorer and see a 3D world. So we started working on, how do we intro the features for developers, for the regular users of Windows Phone 7 in kind of a fun way beyond a shared desktop session, something that really is a little bit more of an entertainment kind of a thing, but people end up learning about Windows Phone 7 along the way.
Oh, great. Now, before we get into the details, you want to introduce your team here?
Sure. So I'm Kyle Gamboy of Reaction Grid, and this is Robin. She is the COO of Reaction Grid. She handles all of our IT. And here on the screen we have Chris Hart, our CTO, .NET programmer guru. And those are the three core people for the development of this project.
All right. So how long have you been working on this?
We've been working on this for about 4 or 5 months now, and just kind of going over with Mary the look and feel and what kind of links to download and all that, and we're just getting summed up this weekend and ready for a launch on Monday.
All right, sounds good. Well, let's take a look at some of the details then.
Awesome. Here. So this is Unity 3D, and we've got, you can sort of see down here the Windows smartphone model that is also in the upper left picture there. So we're able to write C# scripts in here and drag them onto objects and make things interactive, and so you can click on stuff and things happen when you get near things. And so I kind of call this, I liken this to Visual Studio, but for 3D worlds, in that it's got a built-in tool set and it's kind of drag and drop, and you can put together virtual worlds, 3D worlds, really quickly, and they work on the desktop, on PC, on Xbox, so it's really flexible, and in the browser, which is what we're going to see next. So I just want to show real quick what we do when we create a virtual world. It starts out in a modeling application where we make all the kind of bits and pieces. In this case, it's Siemens Solid Edge, which is a CAD application. And then we bring it into the Unity editor, and it ends up over here as a model that we can then drag into the scene, like the Samsung Omnia phone there. And then finally, when we build out the application, see what it looks like here. What we end up with is a 3D world that works right in. This is a ASP.NET web page, and I've logged in as my username down there through an Microsoft SQL database. And now what's going to happen on Monday is we're going to do this kind of a tour. Here's an object that, as I'm walking people through the 3D space, we're going to stop at various points here. We're going to talk about the accelerometer, and it's got a link to a Windows Phone 7 blog from Microsoft that details everything you want to know about how you can tap into the accelerometer on Windows Phone 7. And so if we go over here to this view, you see we've got a Windows Phone 7 model. That's the Samsung Omnia phone, and I'll be going through a slideshow here. These images change, and we'll be talking about how you can use XNA to develop for Windows Phone 7, the same kind of a 3D gaming environment, but on a mobile phone. And we'll be talking about things like the Bing Maps API, where you can kind of tap into your GPS and assisted GPS stuff and do kind of Foursquare kind of applications. So it'll be a little walking tour and clicking on things. Here we have the new Microsoft user community Twitter page that we'll be talking about, and there's a Facebook page as well, so people click on that and they're able to tweet about what they're doing in the world right there by clicking tweet me, and click on like for Facebook, and they can send the URL to this world to all their friends, who can then come on in and join the tour. And then, because we're in the browser, we've been able to use ASP.NET to, as people are walking around, we can kind of track what they're doing. So this is more than just a game. It's kind of a reporting system that'll let Microsoft know, hey, look, tons of people clicked on the accelerometer. You've got a real interest in that aspect of it. And we also are able to show right on a calendar view when the event is. You're going to be able to go to jibemix.com, which is where we kind of tell you what events are coming up. So this calendar view on jibemix.com, when you go there, it'll tell you what days the phone event's on, and then you can just click on that link and you'll go right into the 3D world, right through your browser. So as we're walking through the tour, each object is clickable, and that will open up another window where you have the Windows Phone 7 Developer Toolkit that you can download for Visual Studio or Phone Express, those kinds of things. And when we're talking about the accelerometer, you click there, and there's a Windows blog about how you tap into the accelerometer stuff.
Yeah, so show me the tunnel that you had showed me before,
sure.
where we can sort of walk, where one could walk through and see some of the features and tutorials and things like that. I thought that was cool.
Sure. So the tour will kind of start out here at this main area where we'll use the phone as kind of a backdrop there, and then discuss the basics, and then we head through this tunnel over here. And each of these, you see some screens here. Each of these are scripted objects that, as I'm doing the tour, I'll say, now click on that screen, and you can go right to the Hello World application that you can download. So, you open that in Expression or Visual Studio, and you're making your own Silverlight or whatever application right from these links as I walk through and describe each one. And so it's kind of a loop that we go on through the whole Windows Phone 7 island. And you see the Metro UI has all been put in place with the proper fonts and all that, because I think that's a real key aspect of this phone. It just looks cool and different from everything else. And so we really tried to focus on the Metro UI. And there we are. And then the tour, continues on, and we keep clicking links.
Oh, great. Okay. And then, so this is going to be a place where we can see other people logged in and kind of walking around, a virtual kind of community gathering place?
That's one of the things that really sets this apart from other kind of web virtual presentations, is you're not just listening to me talk. You're walking with a group, and you're able to open up the chat window over here and talk with other users. So you're able to say, oh, I recognize that name, or oh, where are you from, and exchange information. So you're going to meet other people, and you're going to feel there's this sense of presence with virtual worlds, where you're not just staring at a kind of 2D screen watching shared desktop. You feel like you've walked through here. You feel like you've met some Microsoft people. So that kind of collaborative experience is what's key about this.
Great. Now, this is going to launch Monday, and what is the URL again?
It's jibemix.com, jibemix.com, and you'll go there and you'll see it'll have a link right to get into the space, and it'll also have a events calendar. There's an events link that you can click, and it'll tell you you can go and experience this anytime. You can walk just through it on your own. The path is obvious, but by Monday, we're going to have times posted where our team and some Microsoft people will be in there, and we'll walk through the tour with you.
Oh, great. And then now the interface itself doesn't require any special installation download, or is it just kind of an ActiveX control? How does that work?
There's a 3.2 megabyte plugin that you'll see as soon as you click on the link. Once that's loaded in, then you get this view in your browser, and you simply use your arrow keys or your WASD keys to move forward. or we have World of Warcraft style controls. So you just hold down your mouse keys, 2 mouse keys, and you
Great.
move forward, and you can look around and all that good stuff.
Oh, fantastic. Well, really looking forward to seeing this week. I think this is going to be great.
This is exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody there. JiveMix.com.
All right, thanks, Tom.